Hello and welcome to another video. Is the door shut? Yes, it's shut. Good. So we can begin now. Yesterday I said that this video would be why we keep playing horror video games, and so it is. And so let's begin. Now, I've been playing a lot of Alien Isolation lately, and I became so afraid that in a particular room where I knew the alien could not get to, I grew so scared that I found myself sweeping the room every 5 seconds, and with a revolver making sure the alien wasn't already inside. The only door was locked because of a fucking alarm, and there were no vents. Everything was good, and everything was awesome. Until I looked up. There was a little hole in the ceiling. The entrance to a vent was right above me. I couldn't escape the room that way, and I knew what that meant. Only the alien could use those things, and I found myself never breaking line of sight ever with that hole whilst I was still in the room. Luckily, the alien never came out of there, and by the time I turned the console off, I'd still not found any escape from the room I was locked in. But despite feeling a sense of dread at the thought of playing that game again and having one of those sudden look up moments, I keep going back to it, and I was fucking frightened out of my mind when one of those androids turned up behind me. I looked at the motion tracker. Oh, something's right behind me. Oh, I'm dead. Oh no, it's just an android and it's not gonna kill me. And it didn't. You could call me crazy, but people around the world do this every day. YouTube star PewDiePie has legions of followers who watch him scream, swear, and whimper his way through survival horror games. Yep, he's done Alien Isolation. I quite like to watch Markiplier, who has cringed, frowned, gasped, and shouted his way through the most terrifying games on the market, and they aren't the only ones. You can find others from teens. There's no horror games on this channel. No. No, thank you. To professionals playing and recording themselves during horrifying games. Countless more play in the privacy of their homes. Some people might think that YouTubers only make videos for attention or money, and perhaps some do. But those who do love games, particularly scary games, know that the fear is genuine. Even if we don't record ourselves playing, we still sit down in front of our computers or consoles with one purpose: to be so scared that we jump out of our chairs, or in my case, run out of the room screaming and never get to sleep at night. So why do we do it? Being scared to the point of having nightmares isn't exactly pleasant. I'm sure everyone has their own reasons for wanting to be scared, but I would argue that fear of a supernatural or implausible nature is therapeutic. Is that how you pronounce that? I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, I've done research, I've got notes in front of me. Especially if it's happening in a video game where we have control. We control what happens, we control what goes on, we control whether we live or we die. There are so many things that can hurt or kill us in real life. Car accidents, muggings, rape, cancer. These are just a few of the possibilities if you live in Africa. Ebola. I just had to say that. They're just a few of the possibilities we face every day. some of us more so depending on our circumstances. We can influence our own safety to a degree, but we are still at the mercy of a cruel world. Not everything we do works, and do-overs usually aren't an option. In scary video games, it's a different story. You face threats that don't exist in the real world, like zombies, Slenderman, the Amnesia Grunts, or in the case of Alien Isolation, a Xenomorph. If you fail or die, you can try again. You can be a fighter who's skilled with guns, bows, baseball bats, and flamethrowers. Not in Alien Isolation. Scary game. Even if you're a coward in real life, you can move with speed and stealth, even if you are the world's biggest klutz. If you get tired or stressed, you can turn it off. Something I found myself doing after being trapped in that room for 10 minutes. Even if the rewards are minimal, you feel a sense of triumph when you escape death or torture in a video game. But the times before you see or find whatever wants to kill you are often the scariest. You try your best to avoid them and worry about where they might be. You are constantly turning around, and when you hear the noise that confirms your suspicions, the noise that also seals your fate, then you panic. But the key is the time before that noise, the worry that builds inside of you as time goes on and more time goes on without you seeing what wants to kill you, and you are wondering where it may be. And this goes on to the point where it may be too much for you to handle, hence turning the video game off. But we gamers like that feeling. We keep playing for more of that feeling, so that when you do complete that mission, you feel like a god. And games take advantage of this and try to create that feeling as much as possible. They keep you playing, because when you complete an objective, dopamine is released, and dopamine is the chemical that makes you addicted to things. And the dopamine release is greater because we feel like the accomplishment's greater, because we've survived an objective where the thing that's trying to kill us could come from anywhere. And I mean anywhere if you played Alien Isolation. Ugh. The dopamine when we complete the mission is what keeps us playing these games. The truth is we're addicted to fear. We're addicted to that feeling we get in horror games. That feeling where we know we've accomplished something, and we're addicted to that build up of worry as we crawl, crouch and sneak our way through the level, hopefully without getting killed. And that's why we keep playing scary video games. We are addicted to it. Our own brains make us addicted to those games. So, yeah. Curse my own brain. That's all for this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and as always, subscribe.